Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair, and I want to thank the author for bringing this common sense measure forward. And let me preface my statement by stating there's probably no tougher job than being a police officer. Without a doubt, it is a tough job. But just because a job is tough doesn't give you free rein to kill people, unaccountable. And it doesn't allow you to be exempt from having the same type of scrutiny and investigation of any other employment situation here. My real problem right now is that we really don't have a problem with our criminal justice system. We have a race problem here in California and America. That's the real problem. And I respect all of you up there, but look at you. It's not a single minority who has represented law enforcement or DAs since I've been in this legislature. And in fact, that you don't even have people of color representing law enforcement speaks volumes to the mindset. And there has been a FBI study that says law enforcement has had the greatest infiltration of white supremacists in the last 10 years than any other organization. So why aren't we investigating and bringing that data forward? I think this is a common sense measure. Community-based policing does not exist in minority communities. It consists of in your lokes, looking straight ahead and mean mugging somebody if you do look over at them. Take off the glasses, understand, and no Miss Jackson, no Mr. Smith, but you don't. I've lived it. I've lived it. I have friends who are in law enforcement who have spent their career, and they would be here today if their job wasn't in jeopardy, telling you about the biases that exist, not only in those communities, but on those departments for those minority officers as well. But we find a way to mute that testimony and mute those discussions. We need to have a real honest discussion about not only law enforcement in this state, in this country, but race. Because Reverend James Lawson, who was Dr. King's right-hand disciple and the teacher of nonviolence, clearly stated a couple of weeks ago as we celebrated the 50th anniversary of the assassination of Dr. King, he says, America really has to change its heart. It's not about guns, it's about the heart and the evil in men's heart. And just because you have a gun and a badge and a uniform doesn't make you perfect. There are a lot of evil people who wear the gun and wear that badge and wear that uniform, and it doesn't make them perfect. And that's where we need to really understand. I have friends in law enforcement who will tell you there is no reverence for life when it comes to minorities. Look at everyone who has testified. There's a common thread. Everyone who has testified of losing someone has been a minority. Everyone who has testified has been a minority. Why doesn't law enforcement fear for their lives when they approach white guys with guns? They never fear for their lives. But anytime a black man's running down the street, running from the police with a cell phone, he's shot 20 times. You know why black folks run from police? Because we fear the police. We fear the police, and we need to fix that.